Welcome back to another episode of Bald Guy Reacts. Today I'm reacting to bald characters in Fast and Furious 6. If you didn't know, this movie was huge for the bald community. It features something like 3 or 4 bald actors, which was at the time just monumental, and it was unheard of in Hollywood to have that many bald actors in a movie together. So this was just huge for the bald community. If you see any actors that you like in movies and TV shows that are bald, chances are it's because of this movie. Just a huge influence on the bald community as a whole. So I'm going to react to a few bald characters in Fast and Furious 6, and here we go. So bald guys love to stand in front of large windows in a high-rise overlooking a city. It makes us feel like Kingpin from Daredevil, you know, like this is my city. It's a bad impression, but you understand what I'm saying. So fun fact about Han, let me just go back there a little bit. So the character of Han is actually bald. The actor, rather, is actually bald in real life. So anytime you see Han with hair, that's CGI. And the reason for that is because at the time, Hollywood was already pushing it with bald actors in this movie. So when this guy shows up to set and he's totally bald, they're like, and the producers started to get a little worried there. So they CG'd all his hair. I think a huge part of the budget actually went to the CG hair. Okay, hair. So here we have a haired individual with a bald individual. You'll see this a lot in these movies. They'll pair a lot of people with hair with people who are bald. So bald people love baby oil. It really helps bring out the shine. I'm more of a cocoa butter guy myself, but I'm definitely not against baby oil at all. It's a great product all around.
Run your pie hole, you're gonna smell an ass kicking. All right, Hobbs. You got the best crew in the world standing right in front of you. Give them a reason.
So a common misconception with bald people is that they all talk with this gravelly voice like Vin Diesel does. He kind of set us back a little bit talking like that. We all don't talk like that. I mean, I know I've been out in public and people have come up to me and they're like, "Hey, say family," and I'm like, "Family," and they're like, "No, say it like Vin Diesel," and I'm like, "Family," and they're like, "Yay!" And not all bald people talk like that. So you'll notice there's 3 bald guys just in this one scene alone, which is just, again, monumental, absolutely unheard of at the time. This whole scene had to just be a nightmare to light. So one of the reasons why Hollywood doesn't like a lot of bald characters in a scene together is because the light shines off of bald heads and it can get into the eyes of the crew, can get into the eyes of the other co-stars. So it can essentially blind the people that are on set, and they can blind each other too. If you get like 3 or 4 heads and they're all just like shining, oh my goodness, just everybody should just be wearing sunglasses at that point. That's one of the reasons why everyone wears sunglasses in the Matrix movies, is because Lawrence Fishburne's head was so shiny it was just blinding the whole crew. So they just wrote it into the script, the sunglasses. But yeah, Hollywood typically doesn't have this many bald people in a movie together. And that's because of the lighting. It's just a nightmare to light. Whoever lit this just did an amazing job, because you would get like lens flares and all kinds of stuff. So they did an amazing job with the lighting here.
Damn, that mobility unit's the truth. VM missile, the poison killed computer virus from an NSA white. Millionaires steal too fast for money. So you stay a millionaire. So what is this all mean?
So all bald people are not millionaires. That's one thing that this movie gets wrong. This particular character who is bald happens to be a millionaire, but that's just not the case for everyone. So another reason that Hollywood doesn't like a lot of bald actors in the same scene is it can be a little confusing for the audience. A lot of people have a hard time telling The Rock apart from Vin Diesel, apart from Tyrese, right? So they did a really good job here with having The Rock grow out a goatee to make him more distinguishable. You're like, oh, that's the bald guy with the goatee. That's the serious bald guy, right?
Billions. We just steal that shit. Hey, man. Which one of these things is a dollar? You said something about
Bald on bald violence has to stop.
it's on the house.
Bald people love snacking. Famously, we love to snack. Ooh. So you see how he got out of the car there? See how he's on the side of the car as it's going at high speed? He's able to do that because of the aerodynamics, because he's bald. Ooh. So you see, there's no hair getting in his face. Like he's able to, be an action hero because he's aerodynamically superior to those with hair. So even riding on top of that car there, he's able to hang on easier because the wind's just going around that bald head. So it's just that's just a pretty accurate depiction of bald physics right there. So yeah, this movie doesn't get a lot right when it comes to physics, but definitely the bald physics it excels at. A lot of people. So everybody in that tank has hair, and you get in the tank, it gets hot. You have hair on top of that. You get a lot more heat. All those bodies cramped in there. So it's another reason it's good to just be bald. Just shave that off. Helps you cool down. So you see how she's out there on top of the tank and just hair just blowing away. It can get caught on stuff, it's very dangerous to have that much hair while you're hanging on top of a tank. Okay, so same as before, he's able to hang out there on the side of the car because he's bald. It's very very aerodynamic. Woo! Oh, he got her. Again, that aerodynamic helped so much with that. If he had a full head of hair and he tried to do that, it would have, wind resistance, drag. He would have just plummeted right off the side of that bridge. So absolutely incredible. All right, so that was Fast and Furious 6, which just paved the way for so many bald characters that we see today in movies. Are there any bald characters that you love in a movie or a TV show? Let me know in the comments below. Are there any bald characters you want me to react to? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Bald Guy Reacts. Stay shiny, and I'll see you in the next one.